Yo, 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 yippee yay, ha, ha, ha. It's Coach Barber here, just your local math teacher. Unit plane geometry and similarity, lesson 6, excuse me. Today we're going to take what we learned about composite figures and we're going to put them in your favorite word problems. Yippee. So exciting times. So the area of all these figures can be used to solve like real world problems. Like you for real will need this stuff. Like this is something you really can use one day. For real. No kidding. All right. Chad is responsible for painting the barn red, and the doors white. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to paint the barn red. And I'm going to paint the doors gray. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. All right. Now, each door measures 18 by 6. If a gallon of paint covers 250 square feet, how many gallons of red and white paint will he need? So he's going to paint the whole barn. How much does he need? All right, what do I know? First of all, I know that each door is 18, by 6. Two doors. That's one thing I know. Another thing that I know is that gallon of paint covers 250 square feet. Next thing I know. All right, what else do I know? All right, we're going to have to think about this one. I know that I have a rectangle and a triangle for the barn. Okay, so I have a rectangle and a triangle. I know that my rectangle for the barn is, let's do base times height, and the base is 30 times the height is 20. All right, also I know that the triangle is half times base times height. And the base of the triangle and the height is, if the whole thing is 28 and from here to here is 20, what is left? 8. So the height is 8. The base is 30. And then times a half. Okay? All right, what is the whole question? What are they asking us for? They're asking us how much red and white paint. So that's what they're asking us for at the end of the day. How many gallons of red and white paint? That's and. Let me erase it and just put the word and. All right. So how many gallons of red and white paint? All right, so let's plan and work. Well, first of all, we need to know how much total. Let's just figure out the total thing first, and then we'll take the doors out, okay? So I know that the rectangle, right? Okay, it was 30 times 20. Okay, the formula for that was area equals base times height. So write that somewhere for that. All right, 30 times 20, okay, is 600. Feet squared. Okay, so that's my first thing right there. All right, the triangle is, area equals half times base times height. And that was half times 30 times 8. We've already figured that out up there in the I know section. Half times 30 times 8. 30 times 8 is 240. Half of that is 120 feet squared. All right. That is the total barn height. Okay, but we got to subtract the doors because we don't need the doors in there too, okay? So that's the total without the doors missing. Now we have to figure out the doors. The doors were in blue. All right, so this is the doors. Okay. And we're going to say doors times 2 because there's 2 of them. The formula for the doors is area equals base times height because they're rectangles. All right. So the doors are 18 by 6. Okay. Which is 108. Now remember, there are 2 doors. So we're going to multiply it by 2. Okay. Then the total is 216 feet squared. That's the doors. Okay. All right. So now it's the barn minus the doors. Okay. So I'm going to try to go in red here. These 2 are the barn, and the doors are 216. Okay, so we have 600 plus 120 minus the doors, which is 216. Okay, add all that stuff up. You need 504 feet squared of red and 216 feet squared of white. Why do you need 250? Why do you need 216 feet of white? That's for the doors. Oops, my bad, didn't mean to do that. That's for the doors. And then the red paint is for the rest of the barn. Now, each gallon of paint covers 250. Okay? So the doors are only 216. So the doors are 216 feet squared, which only require 1 gallon of paint. Okay? The barn is 504 feet squared, which requires 3 gallons of paint. How do I know it requires 3 gallons? Because it's 504 square feet. 1 gallon only covers 250. If I got 2 gallons of paint, I can only cover 500 square feet. So I need a whole nother gallon to cover that little bit extra. And that is the way paint works. You always need a little bit extra. All right, you can pause it there and get the screen if you need it. There's all of it. All right, moving on. A bedroom, which is 14 by 12, and a hallway, which is, so a bedroom is 14 by 12, a hallway is 8 by 3. They're getting new wood flooring. Wood flooring is priced at $260 or $620. How much will it cost for them to add the wood flooring? Okay. All right. So what do I know? I know that the bedroom is 14 by 12. Hallway is 8 by 3. I know it is $620 per foot squared, so you can put FT squared. And then the question is, there in purple, how much will it cost? The cost of wood flooring. Okay? So let's plan and work. First of all, I strongly encourage you to draw a picture. Okay, so here's the bedroom, and here's the hallway. The hallway is, let me do it in color coded, is 8 feet by 3 feet. Okay? The bedroom is 14 feet by 12 feet. So I encourage you to draw a picture. Okay? So I'm going to work the bedroom down here. Area equals base times height. I need to do that in black. Why is it base times height? Because it is a rectangle. So it's 14 times 12, which is 168 feet squared. Okay. The next is going to be the hallway. It's going to be same thing, base times height. Except this time it's going to be 8 times 3, which is 24 feet squared. All right, so then you have, let's do this in yellow. Bedroom plus hallway, which is 168 plus 24 equals total 192 feet squared. Okay. Now, the cost of flooring, so you're going to have 192 square feet, so 192 times 620, because that's what it is per square foot. Okay, so it's 192 times the per square foot cost of 692. Okay, I don't know why my pen wasn't working there. My pen die on me? Huh. How about that? All right, so I guess I'll write with my finger. So the total cost, because now we're dealing with cost, so that's going to be, oops. I don't even know if I can write without my pen. It's going to be 1190.40. And again, we're dealing with cost, so that's going to be money. So the answer is it will cost $1,190.40 for the flooring. One day you're going to have to buy flooring for your house, so that is something you actually will do. Okay, I'm going to zoom out and get the whole thing so you can copy what you need. Never mind. Check that. All right, to the back page. Miss Jefferson would like to wallpaper her wall. Well, who uses wallpaper anymore? She'd like to wallpaper everything but the door, which means that the door is 3 by 7. Each roll. All right, so she wants to do everything but the door, which is 3 by 7. The wallpaper covers 160 square feet, and it's $19.85 a roll, per roll. So the question is, how much should she plan to spend on wallpaper? It also tells us over here that the whole wall is 18 by 12. All right, so here's what we know. I know that the wall, oops. All right, I know the door is 3 by 7. Also know that it's $19.85 per roll and covers, what did it say? 160. Okay. What do I need to know? Let's sum that up, what she wants to know. Cost of wallpaper. All right, plan and work. So let's first off figure out the wall. Okay. The wall is a rectangle, so it's going to be base times height. So it's going to be 18 by 12. So it's going to be 216 feet squared. All right, that's the first thing. All right, the next thing is the door. Whoops. It's a rectangle also, so it's base times height. It's 21 feet squared. That's just the door. Okay. So then we have to subtract, because we're not wallpapering the door. Okay, so it's 216 minus 21, because we're not wallpapering the door. All right, so we need 195 square feet of wallpaper. 10-4. Now, I know that one covers one roll. What color am I in? Green now? Oops. One roll covers 160 square feet. Let me write it the other way. Hang on. So I need 2 rolls. Why? Because 160 ain't enough to cover 195. Okay? So the answer, so you need 2 rolls. So 2 rolls times price, which is 1985 times 2 is going to give you 3970. So the answer is Miss Jefferson will spend $39.70 on 2 rolls of wallpaper. Let me zoom out. You can pause it and get all that you need to. And the last question of the day. Coach Nichols asked the team to run a lap around the track. Determine the distance that they ran. All right. So what do I know? I need to know how far they ran all the way around that sucker. So what do I know? Okay, let's go to, we'll stay in blue. What do I know? The track let's do this, made up of a circle and a rectangle. What is the perimeter around the track? Now, the answer is not going to be feet squared because that's area. We're not asking for the area. We're asking all the way around. If we just went out and ran around the football field, how far are we running? That's what we want to know, okay? All right, if we know that this is 100 and this is 100, that's at least 200. Do you agree with that? I agree with that. So the rectangle is 200. So I'm going to go down here. The rectangle is 100 plus 100, which is 200. Okay? The circle, to find the perimeter of a circle, which is also called the circumference, perimeter of circle is circumference, remember? And to find that, it was C equals pi times D. Well, did they give us the diameter? Yes, they did. Okay? So to work it out, we would just fill in our values. Pi is 3.14 times the diameter, which was 50. And then you're going to multiply those, and you're going to get 157 meters. That's how far around the whole circle. Well, do we go around a whole circle? There's half, there's the other half. So yes, we go around a whole circle. Okay? So to answer the question, it would be 100 plus 100 plus 157. Okay? And when you add all of those up, you're going to get 357 meters. So to come over here and answer the question, the track team ran 357 meters. Zoom out so you're going to get all that goodies. And that's all the fat guy in the back road. I'll see you on the flip side. Adios, amigos.